pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Is set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 23 yards, the final tally. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a Bengal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing.
And got his man complete. Past the 20.
All you got to do is look it
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Browns 14, Bengals 7.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards remain for second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Bengals' 5-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, here's Mixon. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
third down. Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it. That's because I believe in you guys.
The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And the 11.
What is
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half, Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Burrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Bengals.
Now Joe Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Larry Ogunjobi.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out, to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mayfield now. Shifts by him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 36 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Mayfield.
And 5.
Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Browns 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. Let's see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here we go with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs are heading back to defend their title as we say so long from snowy Baltimore and welcome to Madden NFL 21.